Sky Outdoors, powered by Town Pump, fueling your next outdoor adventure, is also brought to you by Counter Assault, your ultimate protection in the wild. Montana Army Navy, get it, get out, and live it. McKenzie River Pizza, the best pie in the big sky. Bob Ward's, everything outdoors, Montana style. Glacier Real Estate, your real estate connection to Northwest Montana. And the Outdoor Report is provided by Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. Hi and welcome to this week's edition of Big Sky Outdoors. I'm Matt Redding. I'm along here with Chancey with Snappy Sports Center of Kalispell. And Chancey, it was just a couple weeks ago, I ran into you on Flathead River and we were going after Lake Superior whitefish and cutthroat. The weather's changed in the last couple weeks. It's iced up and we're out here ice fishing.
Yeah, we're out here on Smith and they've been out here for probably about a week already.
Nice.
And we'll be chasing some jumbo perch hopefully today and lots of small pike in here.
Great, well, let's go get them.
Let's get them.
Let's do it.
So we got here just a little teardrop kind of style jig. Eagle Claw makes these, are brand new for this year. Got a few maggots on there. I'm gonna try putting just a couple of these red maggots on here just for the heck of it. Drop her down real close to the bottom and do a real small presentation. There's already a fish down there, probably a pike. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's what we get a lot of in here. There's so many of these little guys in here. They're actually gonna March 1, they're gonna bump the pike limit up to 50. The only problem is a lot of these smaller ones, you can't really do too much with them. You can pickle them. You could get a fillet off them if you wanted. We're gonna let him go.
Oh, there we go. Nice. Well, it's not the right species we're after, but still a fish. We'll take it.
But when you're perch fishing, you always want to try and make sure you keep good fresh bait on there all the time. So I always try and load her up. And a lot of times I'll take, on these horizontal hanging jigs, I'll just pull that knot back towards the hook shank, and that'll help it hang horizontal a little better a lot of times. And drop her down the hole. Pike. Whoa. A little bit bigger. Look at him biting onto that. Lots of these guys in here. Wrong color of fish though. We'll keep this one just in case we don't get any perch. Other pike.
A little better pike though.
Yeah, he's fighting a little better. Yeah, oh, we'll get him out of there. There we go. Yeah, I usually pull that transducer. If I get a big perch on, I'm making sure I pull that transducer out of there. Not too terribly worried about the pike. Another little gator.
Yeah, look at the mouth on those things. I mean, look at the teeth.
They can be definitely very, very ferocious, and their teeth, face back. Get anything in their mouth, it's gonna go down that gullet. But they are really good eating. A lot of people don't like to mess with them, but this is on the smaller end to flay out, but we're trying to get some to eat, and you get enough of these smaller ones, you can flay them out, and plus they're trying to thin the population in here, so we'll put him over in the other pile there. See if we can get the right colored fish here. There's a bite. There he is. Finally, what we're looking for. Nice little perch there. That's what we're looking for though. Nice bright orange fins on them. So a beautiful fish.
Yeah, great looking fish. I
Yeah.
like the stripes on it too.
Yeah, they're pretty. Yep. Well, we'll keep him. If we do a fish fry here. Persistence pays off, that's why it's fishing.
So Chance, you've got a couple of fishing tournaments coming up in the next couple of months. Why don't you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, right, we have the perch assault. The next 2 legs are gonna be on Middle Thompson in February, and then on Lake Marironan will be our end one. And it's a series of tournaments. We do 3 tournaments, Smith, Middle Thompson, and Marironan, 2-man team.
And you actually started the perch assault. Tell me a little more about that, like the history of it. Oh, you got a fish, never mind.
That might be a pike. Oh. Yeah. Probably a pike. Yep, little gator. You know, these all day. Yeah. He's pretty small. Put him back down.
Since 1953, Town Pump has proudly served our communities as Montana's best convenience store. Town Pump offers a huge selection on all your favorite products, and we're always expanding to meet your needs. Town Pump is here to serve your community, so come visit Montana's best convenience store today.
Glacier Real Estate understands why you live, work, and play in Northwest Montana. Let Tim Gravel and Kenyon Matheson help you buy or sell your next piece of the Montana dream. Call Tim or Kenyon of Glacier Real Estate today.
Probably a pike. You think? Oh. Breaking all my jigs off. So there's a ton of different jigs that you can use for perch fishing, salmon fishing, trout fishing, pike fishing. A couple of trays we have here, custom jig and spins. We have rat finkies, rat sows. These all work really well for perch and kokanee. Great little jigs. And then in this box here, we have your little diamond jigs, frisbees, perch demons. All those work really well. Local tackle manufacturer Zimmer, he makes some great jigs just for jigging for kokanee and stuff. So, and this is just a small part of what we carry here at Snappy's. We have tons and tons of different jigs that we sell here for all different types of ice fishing. So there's some new product out. Strike Master has a new lithium laser 50 volt ice auger, a green electric auger. You can drill 100 holes through a foot of ice with this. Lithium battery, it'll run all day. We have the new ion electric augers and Strike Master's original electric auger. You know, the great benefits of that is that you don't have to mix the gas. You know, you're ready to go and you can drill lots of holes with them. And they're fast, quick, and they're lightweight. They're usually 10 pounds lighter than most of your power augers, the gas augers. So some new product coming out to go green. And then you also see when we're out fishing today, the Vexlars, the Markhams, the Flasher fish finders we'll be using out there. We have a huge selection here at Snappy's, Markham, Vexlar, Humminbird, and they run from $300 price range up to about $600-700, but a definite essential tool when you're out on the ice. These will help you catch a lot more fish. So here we have the Striker ice suits we carry here at Snappy's. Great for ice fishing. They actually float, and that'll give you a little bit more time if you happen to go in. They're not Coast Guard approved, but they will help you and give you some time. They will float you, so a great safety tool when you're on the ice early and late season. Lots of good benefits to a floating suit. So to go along with your floating ice suit for safety, these floating ice picks from Clam. These are a great tool to wear around your neck early season, late season. If you ever happen to go through the ice, you can pull them off, and this will allow you to get grip on that ice and work your way out. So definitely a great tool to have for safety. Throw bags. Just a lot of guys rafting use these throw bags. These are great just to have when you're out ice fishing. Throw them in your bucket or your sled. That way if something happens, you gotta get a rope to somebody to help them get out. Another good tool to have for safety. So one of the newest things that come out the last couple years and been really popular are these jaw jackers. And this is basically a tip up with a rod in it, and it'll set the hook for you. So you have a little loop that they give you to put on the end of your rod there, and you bring it down and you hook it in this little notch there. And then when the fish strikes, it'll set the hook for you. So great for the kids if they're out playing around. Around here you can only use 2 lines per person, but if the kids are close by you can set those up. And then on the east side, a lot of lakes you can run 5 or 6 rods per person. So they're a great dead stick rod, and they can set them as light enough to catch kokanee, you can catch perch. They're great for rainbows, pike, everything. So here at Snappy's we carry these, and it's a great ice fishing tool for you. There's something coming in. That could be a perch. That's a big perch. Ooh, that's a nice perch. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. He's caught in my transducer again. That's a jumbo. Woohoo! That's what we're talking about. Right there. That's the kind of big perch we're looking for. If you get 10 of those in your bucket during the perch assault, you'd probably be in pretty good shape. I like to let these big ones go. These are your big spawning hens, you know. They'll come about late February, March, they'll be spawning. I use anything pushing 12 inches. I usually try and let them go and keep these little bit smaller ones in that, you know, half, 3/4 pound range to eat. That's kind of the best way to do it. Keep these trophy fish going in here. Maybe I'll get him on Saturday during the tournament.
Army-Navy is your hunting headquarters. It's the best place around when you're serious about saving money on the things you need to go hunting. Knife sharpeners, wool gloves, backpacking meals, optics, socks, boots, insoles, stoves. Why, it's a virtual hunter's checklist. All name brands and all at fantastic savings. On Highway 2 in Evergreen and Highway 93 in Whitefish.
Get it! Get out!
MontanaArmyNavy.com.
Get out and live it!
Hey, welcome back. We're here at the Rasmussen household with Kirk from Snappy Sports Center here in Kalispell. And Kirk, we missed you on the lake this morning. Weren't able to hook up, but that's okay. We were able to catch a few perch and a few pike.
Absolutely.
And we've got a short little recipe you're going to show us how to do here.
Oh man, yeah, everything's already prepped, ready to go. Simple batter recipe, hot oil, and we're just going to show you how easy and simple it is to cook these fish up after you're done fishing. Multiple different beer batters out there. I just bought it's a Louisiana fish fry, but all of them work. All you do is just pick one you like. This one comes pre-seasoned. There's some that aren't seasoned, but all we're gonna do is take this. We're just gonna add it to our bowl here. So there's our batter, and then all we have to do with that is add whatever flavor of beer that you prefer. I'm using a light beer. Whisk it up, and that's basically all you need, and that's it. They're pretty thick fillet here, so I'm just going to cut thinner strips so it cooks a little faster for us. But after you're done with that, right into the batter. You just mix it, and that goes after this goes directly into our oil. So while we were getting that fish prepped up and done, we got our oil burning down here. Some people run it a little hotter. I keep my oil at about 350 because I'll actually reuse it. I'll strain it and reuse it. You don't have to keep, because oil is expensive. I use corn oil, but it is expensive. And if you don't burn your oil, you can stream it and reuse it. So it's a really good way of reusing the oil again and again. About 3 times you can get to use it. But I got my thermometer here running, and it's showing me about 350, so we're about ready to go. If you take the strainer out with beer batter, it'll stick and burn to the pan. So you actually want to take this and dip it in slowly so that it doesn't stick to your pan.
Yeah, it's good in there. Really good. Smells good.
Smells good. Depending on the meat and the size of meat that you're cooking, with a hot oil, maximum about maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. Most of the time, your fish will float to the surface when it's done. Goldeny brown, delicious. Oh.
So Kirk, what's up with the pickles?
Well, I haven't had hot oil for a while, and I've been to a local restaurant lately that's been making their own fried pickles. And so why can't we do the same? We're gonna use the same fish batter. I had chopped up some dill pickles here, and they're gonna just throw them right in the oil. It's exact the same as the fish. So this is a new experience for us, so we're gonna see how it goes.
Let's give it a try. So how long are you gonna cook those for?
Well, they're not a meat. They're already, they don't have to worry about anything getting to a certain temp. We're just gonna wait here and see they're starting to crisp up real good here.
They smell awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Add our pickles to our fish. Pickles and fish. There's your finished product there. Light and fluffy perch fillets.
Sweet, dude.
Sweet.
Good job, my man.
Sweet.
You did great.
Glacier Real Estate understands why you live, work, and play in Northwest Montana. Let Tim Gravel and Kenyon Matheson help you buy or sell your next piece of the Montana dream. Call Tim or Kenyon of Glacier Real Estate today.
Here's this week's outdoor report by our friends at Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks.
During this fall's Swan Lake lake trout removal project, fish biologists were surprised at what they found.
You know, we do have a large problem with illegal fish introductions in northwest Montana, but we haven't seen much for walleye. So we were surprised to see, walleye show up.
Some call it bucket biology, others environmental vandalism. But no matter what you call it, illegal fish introductions have a big impact on Montana's fisheries.
One of the problems with these types of introductions is that they're long lasting. Because you necessarily can't remove the fish, it changes that system forever. And so the impacts are dramatic.
Fish, Wildlife, and Parks has documented around 600 illegal introductions across the state, many of them in northwest Montana, where thousands of dollars and countless hours have been spent to try and repair these fisheries, sometimes for naught.
There are limited tools available to us to deal with this type of situation. We cannot eradicate species generally in these types of large open systems. So the question is, what can you do? Definitely prevention is the best approach.
To help in this prevention, FWP is partnering with other groups to offer a $25,000 reward for information and prosecution of the people involved in these illegal introductions.
When people do this illegal fish stocking, this vandalism, we're putting at risk sometimes multi-million-dollar fisheries. So we really need to up this in terms of the consciousness in the state as how big of a problem it is to anglers.
I'm Winston Greeley. out among Montana's fish, wildlife, and parks.
You know, I first started ice fishing when I was pretty young, probably 6, 7 years old. My mom would take me actually out to Smith and drop me off a lot of times, you know, drop me off at daylight and come back at noon, 1 o'clock and check on me, and I'd just sit out here and fish all day. You know, just kind of fell in love with it. It was a good pastime for me, kept me out of trouble, and just the sport and the love of ice fishing. It just, you know, you don't have to have, you know, a lot of expensive gear. You can go as far as you want with it, but you really don't have to have a lot of expensive gear. You can just a bucket and a fishing rod, a little bit of tackle and some bait, and you can just come out and start ice fishing. So, and being out, enjoying it with friends and family, and take the kids out, and they really like to put tip-ups out. You know, when you're out pike fishing, you can put tip-ups out, and the kids will run around and play, and if a flag goes up, you can say, hey, get the flag, and they'll run over and pull them in. So it's just a fun outing, and it gets you outside. You know, a lot of people kind of get almost depressed with the cloudiness in the winter, and shoot, you know, get outside and get some natural light. Even if it isn't sunny, you're still getting out and getting some fresh air and natural light. So it's just a really good pastime in the winter. It's a lot of fun.
Well, that was fun today, Chancey. Come out here and do a little early season ice fishing. We didn't catch a lot of perch, what we were going after, but caught a lot of pike.
Yeah, definitely the pike are always biting in here. And the perch you get are usually jumbos. You've seen that one bigger one we got, another decent sized one. So it's kind of that way in here. Few and far between those big perch, but they're here.
It was fast action though. We caught a ton of pike. I don't know, 30 or 40 probably, you know, in 3 or 4 hours. So we did really well.
Yeah, and it's a great place to bring the kids out if you just want to bring them out, get on fish, put tip-ups out, or just let them fish.
Great. Well, you got a couple events coming up with the perch assault. Tell us about that real quick.
Yep. In February, we have our next one on Middle Thompson, and then we also have our last one at Lake Mary Ronan. So 2-man team. You can come into Snappy's and get signed up, or go on the perch assault webpage.
Perfect. All right. Well, hey, thanks for letting us come out and fish with you today. You're always fun to hang out with and fish with. You always catch a lot of fish. So
yeah, we had a good time, and
great.
You know, lots of action.
All right. Thanks a lot, Chancey.
You bet.
We'll see you next time on Big Sky Outdoors.